traveled here a few days from your grove, your home, and you are being accompanied by the caretaker of the garden, a man named Joshin, who is elvish, dark skin, tall, not super old as far as elves go, but yeah, he is helping you, and he's letting you travel here to Strixhaven too, and he's always been kind of like more like an older brother to you than like a guardian of any kind, even ever since you were a little sprout, and he seems he's kind of upright. He's not used to city life, but he just puts a hand on your shoulder and tells you, "I hope they have a stage big enough to handle you, young Cole." And he gives you a quick hug and leaves you with your things to enter the Nexus. And what does Cole look like?
So Cole is about 5'7", 5'8". He has silvery purple skin. He's a dryad, so you would immediately assume, kind of bark and whatnot. But Cole grew up in the shade of his two older sisters, hence the darker leaves and foliage that kind of grow on him. His bark isn't as tough as theirs, but it's much more flexible, much more pliable. He has piercing cerulean eyes. It's about the only thing that on him that's kind of bright looking. Everything else is fairly dark. He dresses all in black. He prefers to wear a kilt. And he wears a cloak, but not for warmth, purely for show and flash.
Perfect. And as you enter the Nexus, you see the same sight that greeted Zenith as he entered the Nexus. A large group of students. They look tall, short, wide, large, any number of animal, human races. It's a melting pot, as you would expect in such a large metropolitan area. And as you are all kind of, and there's kind of the energy in the air is kind of like, it's nervous, excited. You can feel the anticipation that everybody feels. Some of them are talking, some of them seem to be friends. Sorry. And everyone just seems waiting for something to happen. And as you are all waiting, not too long, a young mage in exquisite green robes steps up to a platform at one end of the room and clears his throat to address this group of young people. First years, I am Daxio, member of the Dragon's Guard, Strixhaven's elite protectors. We will soon activate the transportation circle and bring you to the main campus. Please move in a brisk and orderly fashion into the boundaries of the circle. The circle is only open for a few seconds, so please do not move or stick any limbs outside of the teleportation circle. We've had some students lose an arm or a leg before. No one wants to start their education in the world's greatest place of learning at the medical bay. So please, as you will. He gestures, and there's a few other clerks around that usher you all to make sure yourself and all of your possessions are inside the circle. And it's not there's not a lot of space. You do kind of squish up against each other, especially with all of your luggage. So yeah, you all move together, and as you do, you can see the mage Daxio. He puts his hands together, and you see a green flash of light, and I don't think either of you would have used teleportation before, just given your life circumstances. So as you experience your first teleportation, the smell is the first thing. You smell what is essentially the smell of this man's magic, which damn, I did not mean to phrase it that way.
The smell of man magic.
No, you smell the scent of mint in the air. As this teleportation circle, you're wreathed in green light, and your the stomach in you lurches as if you know the feeling when you walk upstairs and you think there's another step and you actually fall, and you fall just a teensy bit, and you just like lose your balance. The feeling of vertigo just washes over you, and it's like you fall, but you don't fall into anything. You're still on the same ground, and suddenly the light clears and you are in a large room, a dome-shaped room. The thing you immediately feel is it's a bit colder here. It's colder and it's more humid. You can feel that in the air, especially you, Cole, as a dryad, much more sensitive to the air around you. Can I actually get both of you to make Constitution saving throws?
Okay.
First rolls.
What is my
First rolls.
Constitution save? Oh, that's not bad.
Let's hope.
Oh,
Make them good ones.
Was it a 1?
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Lucky 7.
What did you roll, Declan?
I'm 13.
13. Cool. The sensation rocks you, and you feel a little ill as you do. But you do notice a few students and a blue-skinned individual, like further to the edge of the circle, just absolutely upchuck their breakfast. And you see the mage who brought you all here. He's like, "There's always a few pukas," and he waves a hand, and the sickness, the sick and vomit just kind of is magically vanishes from the floor and your clothes. Although there's still a bit of an acrid smell in the air. But he raised a hand. "Students, please make your way out of the Nexus. A fellow Dragon's God and college guide will escort you to the main campus, please. It is a bit of a walk." And he rolls a hand to the door. And you all file out of this opening. So outside there are 2 people greeting you. A Dragon's Guard, as again, similar kind of green armor, scaled, and a very tall-looking orc girl, about maybe 7 feet tall, 7, maybe 6'10", purplish skin, dark, deep violet hair, like 2 small tusks poking out from her lower lip. She looks to be dressed in kind of a very frilly, kind of messy-looking red and blue kind of outfit. And from what you've gathered from your introduction leaflet and your pamphlet, this appears to be a Prismari student, a member of the College of Elemental Arts. But she greets you all with kind of a small wave. She's like, "Hi, I'm Bertha. Welcome to the college. We got to get you all to the main campus. It's like a 30-minute walk. We can come on. Let's go. Got a couple of other groups to tour, so let's go." She like turns around on her heel and like just kind of strides away. And as you look around, you actually see that you are in a forest. This is a very swampy-looking forest. You're on a raised platform, like on a raised walkway. There are very tall torches that seem to be lit with magical flame. You're pretty much in the same time zone. It's still early morning, you do notice that the air it's a bit chillier here. You feel a bit further north, and that like the air is much heavier with moisture here. And actually, as you kind of walk for a little bit, you can see like this swamp is teeming with life. There are creatures of all shapes and sizes, like trudges and rats and all matter of creatures, like both up in the canopy above you and on the ground beneath you. There's a couple of other students around you. Some of them are chittering, chattering, and like all that kind of thing. So you all make your way slowly. It's like as she said, it is about a 30-minute walk. So you guys take. As you do, the trees start to thin out a little bit, and you start to see kind of lights further in the distance, like there's some kind of sign of civilization. And you reach what is the central campus of Strixhaven. So what you do see is it stretches across the horizon. This is huge. It's bigger than Heavenfell, 100%. Heavenfell might seem a bit taller because it's built into the mountains, but this is huge. And like there's an intricate tangle of gleaming towers of all shapes and sizes, filigreed, and only what you can assume is only magically wrought metal, because the shapes and forms of this architecture couldn't have been made merely by hand. And the first thing that like dominates your vision is a gargantuan building with a levitating arch of stones all over the top, maybe hundreds of feet tall. And it is what you probably figure out from it's kind of the iconic symbol of Strixhaven University, and this is the Biblioplex library, and it is touted as the world's largest repository of arcane knowledge. And yeah, you can see there's buildings all around. There's a big, large, flat common area right in front of it, marble pathways, grassy patches of forestry and open fields, and it's already packed with students filing in from all directions, and yeah, so you can see this is Strixhaven University, and you have arrived. You are both in your acceptance letters. You were also given information about where your dormitories are. So a couple of the students, it's distributed between the north, south, west, and east dormitories. There's 4 of them on the main campus for first years. And Cole and Zenith, according to your opening letters, you are both in the west dormitories. So as you guys are here, the guide, Rutha, she turns to you all and is like, well, here it is. She like just kind of like gestures a hand out, and she's like, yeah, in all its glory, I gotta go. I'm giving tours over at Prismari campus, so see you later. And she just kind of like gives you guys a wave, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's the library. I think you need to go there for orientation. And she departs along with, and the Dragon's Guard heads back down the way you came to probably greet the next group of students. But yeah, so you guys have reached Strixhaven University, and that is where we will move on to Belt, our lovely little owlin friend. Your family are arriving via skyship. It is your family's own private ship, and it will be about the size of like a pretty decent yacht, if we were to put it in real world perspective. You are watching over the rail as the landscape rolls beneath you. You're above the clouds. Yeah, you have to look a little bit over the rail. But as you are, you just feel a thunk on your shoulder as your sister rolls up next to you, and she's got that swagger about her. Liana has always had that bravado, and she bends over to talk to you. She's a fellow student at Strixhaven, but she is a year ahead of you. Beltaliel, darling, baby brother, I certainly hope when you get into Silverquill like I did. But I do recall that the height restriction was over 4 feet. Maybe Lorehold with its gnomes and dwarves would let you in. I don't know how they would like that racket that you tote around that you call music, but who knows? I'm sure there'll be a place for someone of your stature. And your sister is very obvious to anyone. She's much taller than you. In fact, everyone in your family is taller than you. But would you like to describe Belt?
Sure. So, Belt is a 3-foot tall, snowy owlin. He is almost as wide as he is tall, because he decided that because he is lacking in the height department, he was going to make up with it in the muscles department. So just like a little small little boy, who is... He's got his grandmother's beautiful bandor on his back. He's kind of a little bit of a rebel, so he's taken the sleeves off of his outfit, and he's got like different colored hair every day, just like a tiny little mohawk of feathers on the top of his head, and just big old eyes.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah, and your sister, after giving her regular taunting of you, she heads below deck, and your mother, Tilly4, is up on the deck with you, and she comes over to you. Darling, Betial, ignore your sister's remarks. Silverquill has no height restriction. In fact, some of the most powerful singers that I've ever heard have been slight of build. You know what they say, small and mighty. And
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Any of the 5 colleges would be delighted to have you. And yeah, your father, Wilbert, is piloting the ship currently. But a bit more time passes, and the skyships are pretty quick. Not like airplane fast, but like somewhere in between, like how fast a boat could be and how fast like a plane could be.
Yeah, I find it very funny that we can all fly and we're on a skyship.
But like this is faster. If you were to like let your wings out, the drag would probably just like whip you off.
Yeah, I think about doing it to be cool at the front, and then I just don't. Yeah.
You've heard horror stories of one of your uncles getting absolutely wrecked. So, probably not the best idea, but Belt's all about bad ideas, I think. But yeah, you quickly enough reach one of the several tower ports that exist around Strixhaven for people to arrive in via skyship. So the Gracewing family, all 4 of you, what's the word? Alight from the ship, and Leanna is carrying her own luggage, and she, with one great beat over your wings, she says, she gives you a parting remark as she flies towards the Silverquill dorms. Don't get trampled underfoot at orientation, dear little brother. It'd be tragic to have you sent home before I can see you fail spectacularly. And she, with another beat of her wings, flies off to meet her friends at Silverquill.
I am going to learn so many spells to clip her wings.
Your father puts a hand on your shoulder and like, pay her no mind. You'll learn plenty of fantastic spells here, my boy. And they lead you towards where your acceptance letter says you are staying at the West dormitories.
Peace out, Pops. Bye, Mom.
No, we're coming with you. No, we're not going to let you.
No, I'm just going to start stomping ahead.
To your rooms. Yeah, and your parents are kind of like chattering about it. It's like, oh, it's so good to be back. Oh, I've missed this college. Because both of your parents are alumni of this college. So they're both reminiscing and kind of giving ways to other parents, people that they know and such. But yeah, as you do, you make your way across through the central commons and heading towards the West dormitories. But as you do, we will move now to our final, but not in the least, not the least. Wait, last but not least, that's the word. Briar Weavermane, you are actually still home. You're still at home right now. Your parents, Grios and Kana, they're both doting on you as your family's personal teleportation circle is being prepped for this, for your journey to Strixhaven University. Your mother, Kana, stoic as ever, back straight, very prim and proper. She's reminding you how you are representing the Weavermane family here at Strixhaven.
I know.
Now, my boy, I know you've been rocky. I know it has been rough. But we Weavermanes always stand proud. And you will represent us perfectly at Strixhaven, yes?
Yes, Mother.
Wonderful. Grios, could you please get his things? And your father comes into the room carrying your luggage. Would you like to describe Bry?
So Bry stands at a lofty 7'4", probably quite a bit taller than either of his parents, and he is equally as broad. He's covered in tattoos that look like maybe they were sort of magically dyed into his arms because he's covered in fur. and kind of looks like a little mixture of someone that clearly has a lot of money and someone that's spending a lot of money to try and look like he doesn't. He's got kind of piercings all over his face. Yeah. Like really luxurious robes, but with his arms out. He's got like piercings all over his face, but they're in like precious metals. He's quite a showboater, and I imagine he's got maybe actually probably like 6 trunks being wheeled into this teleportation circle.
Yeah. You get one of your family's valets is assisting your father carrying all of these, and yeah, so you guys get the teleportation ready set, and your father, Grios Weavermane, with his exquisite blue and green robes, he gets the teleportation ready, and he, with a wave of the hand, travels the 3 of you and the valet and your luggage to the Strixhaven teleportation nexus. This one is much closer to the campus, actually, right, probably within the Archway Commons. These are reserved for people who have access to private teleportation circles that are kind of smaller. I mean, people kind of say that it's the rich nexus where all the rich families come in, but who cares about that? So in terms of time difference, you would have gotten up pretty damn early in the morning, if not almost like the night before, considering how far where you live on the other side of Erythia, the continent in which Strixhaven is placed. So the time difference is pretty stark, but you do arrive like middle of the morning. You're probably still pretty damn tired, but as you look around the Nexus, and you've probably used a teleportation Nexus a few times with your family's travels, so it's not something you are unaccustomed to. So you feel the and you're there at Strixhaven, and you can see other families filing in. Your parents are shaking hands, patting people on the shoulders, like, "Oh, it's so good to see you again. Oh my goodness," and "Oh, it's been so long, and how Strixhaven has changed." Dad. And there is somebody at the door.
You only brought one.
Yes, my son.
When are you going to finish the spell? You only brought one trunk. I've got none of my boots or my jewelry or the all of it. You've only brought one trunk.
Oh, have I? And he turns around and looks. There's the trunks in your valet are there.
Oh, thank God! I could only see the smallest one. Oh. But okay, fine.
Yeah, the valet is currently like heaving these giant trunks.
Don't break that.
And one of the dragon's guards actually comes over and assists with this. And as you are leaving the private nexus, one of the guards actually is like, "Halt, just a moment. Can I get your name?" And your mother tells to the guard, "This is Briar Grios Weavermane III. This is his first year here at Strixhaven."
Right.
And yes, and this dragon's guard looks down at a scroll. He's like, "Very well. Please pass through the gate." And as you do, you feel like a shimmer, like a kind of a tingle as you pass through the gate. And as you look up, you can see there's actually small runes inscribed into the inner arch of the exit. And your father was like, "Oh, I haven't encountered anti-illusion magic here before." And your mother's like, "Yes, it appears they've increased the security, but no matter." And as you are exiting, you actually hear a "Ah!" and you turn around and you see a very lush-looking individual with very fine robes, and he's, "My hair!" And he looks over, and you can see a shining dome of hair, or lacking hair, and the dragon's guard is like, "Oh, sir, my deepest apologies. This is for security purposes. We are trying to avoid any interlopers or disguises. please, you can. It'll return as soon as you leave. And he's like, my hair. And
Don't worry, mate. You're in the right place for someone to fix you a potion. And he just kind of like runs his paws through his thick mane.
Your mother gives you a little rap on the shoulder. Oh, Briar, please.
Just having a little fun.
Let's go. Well, we must go to the dormitories, and your mother and father lead you to the west dormitories, where.
What's a dormitory?
Oh, a dormitory. It's where you'll be living, son.
Oh,
and
nice.
They lead you. Yeah. So as you do, you pass through the campus, and you reach the west dormitories. It's like 2 long rows of like low-lying buildings, and they lead you into one. And as you do, you can see there's students filing in and out. And the room that has been assigned to you already appears to have some luggage left there. And your parents are like, "Oh, your roommate must have been here already. They must be at the Biblioplex already for orientation." But it's quite cozy, isn't it?
Roommate.
And as you enter the room, you see this small. It's quite a small room with. You can see on either side there's one bed, and then another bed, a wardrobe and another wardrobe, and then a desk and another desk. And you can see there's one door for like a bathroom to the side.
Mum, why have they given me 2 of everything?
What do you mean 2 of everything, love?
In this room, there's 2 of everything. Why is that?
Oh, it's for your roommate.
You said roommate a minute ago. I don't know. You expect me to live here with somebody else, a stranger?
Oh, they're not a stranger. They're a fellow student. And your father grabs you on the shoulder. Well, yes, I remember some of my roommates have become lifelong friends. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Why don't you live here then and make some more?
But yeah, and then as your parents are looking around the room and helping move some stuff in, with all of your trunks form almost like a partition in the room. They stack up to the ceiling. But you hear your mother. Oh, is that the Grace Wings? Oh my God, I haven't seen them in years. And you see Bri, you pop your head out the window. You see a family of 4. No, sorry, 3. You see 3 people come in. 2 very tall owlin, and 1 very, very short owlin. And Belts, you see your parents looking down the hall, and they're excitedly going, "Oh, my goodness, it's the Weavermains! Hello, hello!" And they all meet in the middle. They actually meet quite close to where your room is going to be, and they are and they mwah, mwah, oh, it's been so long, my goodness. And yeah, so they are you kind of vaguely know the Weavermains, a big old rich family, old friends of your parents that just they live really far away. You have not seen them in a long time. And Briar, you don't remember who these people are at all. They
got a preschool, have they?
But yeah, but your mother turns to you, like, "Oh, Briar, you remember Tilly Will Gracewing and her husband Wilbur?"
Yes, mother, I remember them
musicians.
All. Lovely to meet you
Yes,
again.
And yes, and Tilly and Wilbur are like, "My goodness, Briar, you've gotten so big, my goodness." And she just gives you, she comes in for a hug. And,
oh, bless you. Nobody ever says that.
Yeah. And yeah, you feel a little kick on your shin as your mother quietly kicks you. And yeah, they and Belt, your father turns to you. "Oh yes, son, you remember Briar? You 2 used to play together as when you were both very, very young and when he was very, very small."
I look do the way up to his 7'4" height. I go, "All right, mate, how's it going?"
I've been better. I just found out that I have to share a cupboard with a stranger.
All right. I mean, you were a pretty big person, so how is somebody going to fit in there with you?
I don't know. Ask my dad.
And your both your parents are kind of like chatting and gossiping and catching up.
He's busy.
And,
Never mind.
Your mother turns, checks the bell, checks your acceptance letter. Is like, oh, it looks like you guys are neighbors. And she turns and Belt, your room is actually directly opposite of Briar. And it seems like somebody's already left their luggage in there.
Oh, amazing! I run in, and I'm like, I want this one, the one that doesn't have anything on it. I was like, that's definitely my preference.
Yeah, that's so you jump onto the bed and like it's actually good. It feels really comfy. It's really soft. These are like despite the fact that they're like 2-person dormitories, they're well furnished. Like the stuff is nice quality. The beds are comfortable, and as you jump onto it, the bed actually like
Well, that feels
starts to shrink just a little bit to like it goes from like maybe like 6.5 feet to like a nice comfortable cozy like 5 feet like long in length.
Like is that feels pointed, like just gonna like sit up a little bit and look a little bit sad.
Your father is just like, it's like, I know all the beds are enchanted to accommodate the size of the occupants. Don't take it.
But like
my boy.
it would have been the same if it was the same size, because I would just have more room, and now it's shrunk down to give me less room. I don't know. It just feels whatever. It's fine. I can just like start like doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, and your father Briar, he turns to you, my boy. You should try out your bed. I'm sure it'll grow to your size.
I don't want a shrinking bed. Mine already looks like a cussing postage stamp.
Go on, just sit on it. You sit, arms folded in a huff onto what is ostensibly like quite a comfortable bed. It's not quite as comfortable as your bed at home, but as you do, you see the bed just go, but it actually grows like quite a bit, and knocks over some trunks that were stacked by the end of it. But it grows to like a good solid like 7-8 feet. Like it becomes quite big, and it's quite a good size compared to like what you have at home. It's not as good, but you'll fit on it.
Oh, it gets bigger. That's alright, I guess. I hope I have a roommate whose one gets smaller.
But yeah, as you start to like open your trunk, your mother turns to you and goes, oh, Briar, darling, you should join Belt for orientation. And Tilly Four and Wilbur behind, like, oh, that's a wonderful idea.
I wasn't gonna.
Oh, Belt, darling, come here. Oh, and
yes, Mom.
you should join Briar for orientation. It's over at the Biblioplex. It's always good to start out.
I've got so much unpacking to do. I don't know if I'm gonna go.
Oh, I'll help. It's fine.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah, and both your parents are like, oh, 2 boys growing up, going to Strixhaven. Oh, it's like we always dreamed, wasn't it? And they both like all of your parents are like tearfully like reminiscing and like experiencing like, oh, we're sending our little boys. They're flowing the coop, both metaphorically and maybe a little more literally. So yeah, they leave you there at the dormitories. They kind of half walk you back to the Archway Commons, close to the Biblioplex, to like make sure that you guys stick together. And Bri, your mother, she gives you a quick little hug, and your father just like gives you a great big bear hug, and he's like tearfully like, oh my boy, I'm going to miss you. Oh, the house won't be the same without you.
Then don't make me go.
And,
just let me come home. I don't need to go.
No, this is a wonderful opportunity for you, my son. Please make the best of it. And with that, they leave.
Or else, right?
Belt, your parents both give you. They like do like a great big like wing hug where they form like a little shell, and it's like the warmest thing ever. It makes you just feel like you were a little baby, and they're just like giving you little kisses and like their little trills and hoots, and they're like, oh, Belt, we're going to miss you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you too. Stop it. Try to be cool.
Oh, don't worry. And make sure to be nice to your sister.
Oh, we will.
And
She
with
will.
that- oh, don't worry, that's all just an act. You know, Silverquill, they get in and they're just, they're all that. They think they're all that, but it's still your sister.
Is that a whole school full of bellends?
It's not a whole school. It's like half a school. And
All right, I've got my work cut out for me. Bring!
and as you give a little strum, your parents give you a very sweet smile, and your father Wilbert is also very tearfully like, "Goodbye, my boy. You will do fantastic. I'll miss you so much."
Oh,
And they
thanks.
both
Peace
turn
out,
and they head
Pops.
you like tearfully like, "Bye." Like tearfully like, "Peace out, bro." And they head over to the tower, back to the airship. But yeah, so this is, you guys are now right in front of the Biblioplex, this giant building, like with a huge domed roof, like hundreds of feet tall. And there's first years, like all the first years seem to be heading like straight towards this area, and you can tell like who's a first year and who isn't. Most of the first years are wearing some form of like gray robes and like waistcoats and stuff, whereas all the other students at Strixhaven are very markedly uniformed to like, between the colleges. So yeah, you guys have an orientation to go to.
So, do you know where it is? I've got no idea where I'm going.
No, I think it's in here. To point to the big building right in front of us. I mean, like it feels like that's where everybody's going.
Let's go then.
Right, I definitely have to like flap my wings to like match your gait a little bit.
Yeah, it's like little jumps.
Yeah. So like, how much do you press?
I kind of just fight.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh no, that's a lie. I have a trainer and we do a series of kind of functional movements, and we do them in my house, and it's sort of like, it's sort of better than the gym because it's movements that you'll really use in your real life. So I just have like rocks and stuff like that, and then I sort of pick them up, and then I'll just do that loads of times.
Nice. Yeah. I can. I don't. I mean, I've not really ever fought before, but like I can lift things up pretty good.
Oh yeah, I bet. Like pebbles and stuff.
All right, let's go.
Ah.
So as you enter the Biblioplex, this room is huge inside, and so it's filled with majestic marble archways. The tomes in the shelves are seemingly stacked for miles, up and down, side to side, and the energy in here is infectious. It's filled with like first year students, young adults. They fill this grand library, and this is very much the heart of the Strixhaven University. The sights and sounds and sparks of magic that you see all around you, it would be quite wondrous for anyone to behold. So, Cole and Zenith, you have been here for probably a little bit longer. You guys got here a fair bit earlier than the rich kids. So you are all gathered towards the center of the Biblioplex main hall. And there is kind of a secondary smaller hall within it. And you see that like in the center of this hall is a large glowing, all you can think, it's a thing. It's a large glowing thing, like an orb or something, like a snarling, whirling vortex of blue energy, and it lights up this whole hallway, like this whole corridor. Like, and there's like, and each of the walls are like lined with there's all these fancy statues of people you've never seen before. It all looks very grand and magical, and yeah, and there's like students filing around and everything, like all looking at all the statues. Some of them are like looking at this giant thing in the middle of the hallway, like what the fuck is this? But yeah. So, but like at the front of the of this hall, like before you enter, there's another statue, which is a group of like a trio of what appear to be like Strixhaven students, like all of different like colleges and uniforms, of races and gender. But Like every moment or so, each of the faces change, like woof, 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 to like a different a face each time. And inscribed at the bottom of this statue is, "Lore is never lost at Strixhaven. They will not be forgotten." And some of the students are like, this kind of seems like out of place for like whatever is going on inside the hall. But maybe Zenith and Cole, can I get both of you to roll a d6?
Sure. Yep. 4 as well.
Ooh.
Oh, 4, cool. So I can give you guys 1 rumor. So as you guys are standing nearby, you hear a couple of students like chattering nearby, and you say, "I heard a giant walked through the university and stomped on a bunch of fucking people. Like it was like people died, and these are the people who died." And another student is like, "What? No, that sounds ridiculous. Like what giants?" And then Bry and Belt, you guys at this point make your way to the center hall where all of this is going on, and join the rest of the group of first years that seem to be here. And you, with you're indoors, but you feel like a gust of wind over the backs of your neck, and someone flies right over your head, and a owlin seems to have entered the Biblioplex and landed in front of this group of first years. This individual seems to be like a whitish kind of tawny owl, large yellow eyes, a very kind face, and she seems to be dressed in black and white robes. You can and a couple of the students are like, "Whoa!" And then this individual introduces herself. "I am Mavinda Sharpbeak. I am the orientation instructor here for Strixhaven. We are delighted to greet a new crop of first years here, and it is my solemn duty as counselor to give you all the first orientation challenge to all that enter first year." And almost like a sacrosanct calm comes over. They're like, "Oh," all the students are like, "Oh shit, a challenge? What?" Are you okay, Declan?
Yeah, no, Cole just puts his hand up.
Oh, yeah, and like right as like this professor is about to speak, she's like, "Oh, yes, but yes, young man."
Cole is just gonna point to the statue with the changing faces. Are they like dead kids?
The chattering that was around you kind of just like is like, and everyone's like, "Oh," and everyone's like, but like everyone's kind of like listening is like, "Oh, are they?" And Mavinda Sharpbeak turns to you. She says, "Unfortunately, yes. Last year, our college was beset during an attack again, orchestrated by a group known as the Ulrich. And during the conflict, we did lose a number of students in our rank. However, the group was defeated by some of our own students, no less, and our college continues to flourish and prosper. So, thank you for the question. And this statue here is to honor their memory." Very well. Your attention, please, students. And she calls out, and all the students are eyes on her. And as you are now Strixhaven University students, the storied Biblioplex will be your second home for research, studies, and even leisure. There is just one task to accomplish before you officially embark on your academic journey: a scavenger hunt. And she, like with like one like hooked talon, like with much enthusiasm, and with a little burst of white light right in front of everyone, all the students present here, a piece of parchment appears in front of you, and just kind of like floats down, and like for each of you to take in your hands. Belta takes a couple of seconds for it to reach you.
Yeah.
And so
How are you supposed to catch a scavenger with this?
And Professor Sharkbeak says, now, these here are 5 clues for you to explore our Biblioplex, uncover the clues and secrets, and maybe win a few prizes, and also get to know your fellow students, as this is a team exercise. And she just like looks or scans around and she's like, oh yes, you go over there, yes. How about you two? And like as she does, like she like swirls a finger and like a ring of like white light appears around each group of students, and like to just like delineate like who's in a group and who's with who. And she turns over to you 4, who appear to be standing quite near to each other. So, you 4. A team of 4 will cover the scavenger hunt a lot better than one could. And please help each other out, explore the Biblioplex, and have fun. And she twirls a finger, and a ring of white light appears around the 4 of you. And you have all been roped into a scavenger.
Thank you, Mavinda.
Oh, sick.
Oh, wonderful. I immediately start reading the clues. Immediately.
Perfect. Yeah, so
I'm kind of barely paying attention
for sure
to
ignore
the
the
other
clues and like
to the other people, and I just like
run up to the others
immediately looking.
yeah, so I'm going to read them out to you, but I will also copy and paste them into the Discord so that you can read them all at your leisure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's them there, but I will read them out. So clue 1 is, you will forget any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light. That is clue 1. So clue 2 is, alumni commission works when they retire, seeking promising mages to inspire. And clue 3 is, each group deserves a treat for their investment. Serve up this list and enjoy your refreshment. And clue 4 is, these leafy beds aren't always what they seem. Give them a pat and see what you glean. And the final clue is, some stars are ancient, enduring and bright, but maybe others, maybe you, are born on opening night.
Okay.
So, yeah. You guys are now left, and all the groups of students are like looking at these clues and like looking around like, well, what? And you are free to explore the Biblioplex and complete a scavenger hunt. So if you would like to know the layout of the Biblioplex, as you came in, you would have seen that there are lounge chairs, a cafe and a shop like right up at the front where students can buy coffees and snacks and stuff, and also a place to buy some like clothes and uniforms and stuff like off to one side before you enter like the library proper. And then like as you guys are situated like right in the middle, which is called the Hall of the Oracles. And then like on either side, bookshelves stacked high, study desks like all along the way. You can see there's actually like kind of like some like gardeny areas like off to the side. You see some like, this place is big enough to have like big fully fledged trees growing in it, so you can see those like off to one side. There's a couple of smaller looking rooms there. You can see past the Hall of Oracles, but there it seems to be like a raised platform, and you can see like some curtains, like it looks like some kind of stage or something. But yeah, you guys have free run of this location to figure out where you could possibly scavenge these hunts.
So, hello. Anybody have any idea where to start? This is exhilarating, no?
I don't normally listen to stuff that rhymes outside of a tavern.
Oh, it's cute, I think.
Yeah, it's like lyrics.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I'm Belt.
No.
Nice to meet you.
Zenith. The Zenith
Alright,
Starbreeze.
Hi, Belt. Hi, Zenith. I'm Bry.
Lovely to meet you. Are you a Leonin?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
I've
for
read
asking.
quite a bit about your species. They're wonderful.
Oh, they're pretty boring when you're looking out their eyes.
Oh, well, that could be said about anyone. Genasi, too. I mean, flowing locks, but not really much else going on, to be honest.
I mean, the locks are pretty nice, to be fair.
Oh, thank you. And you are? I point to Cole. Just like very awkwardly.
Coleus.
Oh, lovely to meet you.
That's a cool name, Coolius.
Do you do that? Do you do that all the time?
No. Not once, actually.
All right.
Immediately, Zenith is like looking at the orb. Like, he's kind of like gone away from. He's kind of going away from the conversation. I'm pondering the orb. I would like to roll for orb pondering, please. No, but like as like people are kind of introducing each other, like he's just kind of turning and looking at the swirling orb, kind of like half in and out of the conversation, trying to like wonder what it is.
Yeah. So make an Arcana check to ponder this void. You can actually
So we're getting a all pondering roll.
Yeah.
Roll for orb pondering an 8.
An 8.
Not right.
This kind of looks like a star. Like
Ooh.
this might be what a star looks like up close. Like maybe Strixhaven got their own star.
So immediately, Zenith kind of looks at the rest of the group and says, so this, do you think this could be the fifth clue on our little worksheet? Maybe some stars are ancient. I think this looks like it could be a star, and I start to head towards it.
Others, maybe you are born on opening night. Does the orb open?
But this is the first day, no?
Touch it.
I should touch it, shouldn't I?
You should definitely touch it.
That sounds.
You go up to touch it. You to make a knocking motion, but like your hand doesn't actually hit anything. You actually just get like a similar kind of tingling sensation that you got when you like passed through the archway earlier, but it's like actually really strong. You start to feel like pins and needles in your hand as you like touch it.
No, you can't open it, but I might come back after dark.
Alright, I don't know shit about anything else, but there's plants over there. Should we go pet them?
It says something about leafy beds, so I'm willing to look at plants.
I look at Cole and then kind of like avert my eyes.
Sorry, is that rude?
You wanna touch me? Is that what you just said? You just said that you just want to pet me.
Your leafy beds.
I think they're talking about the plants over there.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Might be a little conflated here. Should we?
Why don't I? Yeah. Why don't I? Maybe go find some cooler people.
I mean, that's fair, but.
Wait. Yeah, I'm just if you and I'm gonna head straight out to the garden.
I think that she told us all to go together and run after him.
What's happening to the circle? Is it still here? Is it still around us?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Like, it was just kind of a.
We're like stuck together.
You're not
like a magic finger trap.
Can I use prestidigitation to make a little loop around us and Cole, like a little white light as like an imitation of it?
Yeah, you can absolutely. You just pluck with off one of your bandor, and just like the string turns white, and you see it's like somebody pulls the string off, and just kind of swings around like a lasso, around Cole and yourself.
I told you.
Zenith just kind of very shyly turns to Brian and says, "Well, they're going to the garden to figure out one. Surely we should try and figure out another one. Well, 2 birds, 1 stone, 2 birds, 1 group kind of thing.
Well, I'm
maybe
hungry,
perhaps.
And it looks like there's somewhere that sells food over there, so let's go there."
That's fair. We should.
Conflated. That's a 5 platinum word, isn't it? You're quite a smart one, are you?
Zenith just kind of laughs and is now visibly twisting his Rubik's Cube type thing. I know a few words, yes.
You think
I could teach you
think
some.
you're going to do well with the grades and stuff?
Grades? Well, I love learning. This place is probably the most... I mean, why wouldn't I? It's wonderful.
Oh, I think we should be friends. Let's go to the cafe and I'll buy you a I don't know, what do you want? I guess we'll see what they've got, right?
Sure. Oh, okay. Let's go. And he's like, as the conversation's getting a little bit like nicer and friendlier, like he's putting the little cube thing away.
Perfect. So yeah, there the small cafe here, the Biblioplex cafe. It's pretty small. It seems like it's already quite packed with students here, who are either part of the first year orientation, or they are just students here studying and want to grab a cup of coffee. So yeah, as you enter, there's people enjoying like snacks and drinks like on the tables outside, and there is a gnome woman behind the counter, and she is she's if you working the counter and you say, "Hello, what can I help you with?" Yes.
I'll have well, for me, I'll have 2 steaks and I don't know what to drink. I guess I'll have red.
Sorry, a steak? This is darling. This is a cafe. We serve
Well, you got
coffee
a kitchen, right?
And treats. No, we just have and she points back to like a big metal square box behind you. Like, we just have a thing that makes coffee and something to heat up the pastries.
A coffee then,
Look around you,
please.
it's quite small. It's a library. A coffee? Oh, wonderful. That will just be 2 copper pieces.
I give it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, she makes you a coffee. And as she does that. Oh, so are you first year students?
Yes. We are both, but we have this list that we're supposed to show you. I believe.
Oh, let me take a look. And she looks at the list of clues, and as you do, she's like, "Oh, wonderful. See, you've been roped into the scavenger hunt as well. Well,
We have.
Professor Sharpie does love her group building activities, and she hands you guys. What does she hand you? This. I feel like she's meant to give you guys something.
A coffee.
You get your coffee, Bride. Don't worry. Let me look. Actual book. So this shit is.
Wait, so you said, Zenith, we were supposed to come here?
Yes. It says so on the list.
You worked that
Serve
out.
up
You are
this-
clever, aren't you?
I mean, I thought it was
Clever,
I thought it was-
clever Zenith. And a second coffee for my mate here, please, as well. He's dead clever.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Could I actually just get a hand with something? You look quite big and strong. Could you come back here and help me with something?
Now?
Well, yeah, just come on. And she lifts the countertop and is like, come here.
He kind of pads slightly behind the counter and checks the cleanliness of the floor.
Yeah, does Bri wear shoes, or is he like a paws out kind
Paws out
of guy?
down below, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
paws
Maybe
out.
sometimes boots if he's feeling
Perfectly
fancy,
manicured
but
little claws.
yeah. All right,
Do you know-
what? Do you need something lifting, or is it on a high shelf?
Yes, actually, yeah. I just need a few things restocked. The boxes are quite heavy. Could you just lift them and bring them up to the top shelf there? And she points out, because this woman is this no woman is pretty much the same height as Belt, maybe
Okay.
a bit shorter. And so
Okay.
and you can see behind the cash register, she's actually standing on a stool. So yeah. And she's like, nice. My assistant isn't here yet. Class just starting and all that. But if you could just put those up there, and she hands you points to some boxes and stuff.
He does it.
I'm not very strong, but I can help.
Oh, don't you worry, darling. It's just fine. It's just a few. And yeah. So Bri, if you pick up the boxes and stuff, and he goes, perfect. Oh, thank you so much. And as she does, she slides you a brown paper parcel.
Oh,
To me or to Zenith?
To you, to Bri.
Oh, thank you.
this must be for our little scavenger hunt, no?
Our?
I hope so,
I
anyway.
lifted the boxes. And then you
Well,
pulls it open.
I figured out that we were supposed to be in this
Okay,
part. You said it was
so
very
Jake-
clever.
Can I get you to roll a d10?
First row.
First roll. Woo-woo.
Went straight out of my tray. Oh, it's a 10. Sorry, I think I've rolled the
10.
one that's half a D100, so it just came up 0. So, like, for a moment, my brain was completely blank. Like, I got nothing.
0 on a
Sorry.
D10 is the 10.
Yeah.
So as you open it, you see this. It's a book, and it's leather bound, fine red leather, with with silvery white clasps and binding, and you can see there's like a symbol patch on the front that's like, it looks like an open book, but almost like a sun radiating out of it. You've noticed this. You think this is like one of the like college symbols, and she's like, enjoy your scavenger hunt and your coffee.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just a bug smasher. You can have it, Zenith.
Oh, wonderful. I kind of like close the box back up again and put it in my satchel.
Yeah, so you have been given a Lorehold primer. Which
Excellent.
is actually a magical item.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh well.
Excellent.
I don't think Bri could even use it anyway. Not to be shady, it's just true.
It's alright, he doesn't deserve it.
No.
Zenith, you can add that to your inventory probably. If it's a.
I will figure out how.
Yeah, and it actually does require attunement by a spellcaster. So.
What happened there?
Cool.
Yeah. So as you guys are doing that, you guys make your way over to the book gardens, which is what they are dubbed. And these gardens are lush. They're very well kept. And there's one large tree in the center with shrubbery all around. You can see some students are just relaxing on the benches. Some of them are chatting. Some of them are having coffee. But yeah, there is. This might be somewhere that your clue has led you to. So what do you guys do?
I think I immediately just start patting plants.
Cool. So can I get you to make an investigation check?
Oh no. Oh, great. I have a -1 to this. And that's a nat 1, baby!
Nat 1, here we go.
First one of the day. So that's technically a 0.
Technically a 0. Oh, perfect.
Is he patting my butt? Is that what he's patting?
You do feel as you are looking around at like all these shrubs and stuff, and the Belt is just like, he was going through all the paths, and then actually like at the level where he's standing, it actually just turns and actually accidentally gives you a smack on the ass.
Oh, sorry.
Dude.
Leafy.
I'm gonna go to the big tree and just sit down, and I'm gonna just take out my lute and just start playing.
Jam session. Belt gets like too excited.
Perfect. So yeah. Do you want to? You can make a performance check if you want, Cole.
Sure. Oh, that is a 19.
Oh shit! That's brilliant. So yeah, as you strum on your lute, the music is soft and soothing. It's giving big like lo-fi acoustic like.
Can it because I've been preparing some bands and artists that Cole might listen to. So can I be playing a lo-fi version of Sheathcliff by Kate Rosebush?
Absolutely. That is 100% what.
Sick.
Yeah, you've got your. Oh, I just got it.
Oh my god!
Shut up. I'm 25. I'm a baby.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no,
fair
I mean, I'm only
I am
27,
also 25.
and I get that. I got that.
Oh my god, am I the oldest?
But we don't. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. So yeah, no, you're able to strum, and as you do, and as you do, you can feel like the plants around you kind of like start to like sway with like the rhythm of your music, and Belt, like right in front of you, you hear a poof poof poof, and right in front of you, 3 little guys jump out of the ground with like big tufts of plant grass on their head. They look like they've got like little root bodies, and they just start to do a little dance.
All right, lads, how's it going?
Yeah, they just
So,
do
like-
a little jaunt with like, and they're just swinging. They're just having a good time. And these guys are, what the fuck are these guys? Yeah, these are just they're little awakened shrubs. Very, very peaceful, very chilling, and each one has like a nice glistening crown of like dewy leaves on top of their heads.
Can I, as these guys are like doing a little dance in front of me, and as my pal Cole is shredding on the lute, I think some musical inspiration comes over Bell, and I want to join in. I want to give a little bit of stank to this beat.
All right, make a performance check with
Come
advantage.
on, baby, don't fuck
because,
me.
Because you already have a good co-lead.
That is an 18.
18. Yeah, so you just like you pull your strap and just whip the bandor around, and you're like, and you like absolutely like completely accompanying Cole's way more kind of somber low-key tune, and these little shrubs fucking love it. They are absolutely like they're like yeah, I'm banging, and like even some of the students around you are like, they're like, oh, that's nice, and that, but you hear another student's like, I'm trying to study, come on. And and as you are playing, one of the shrubs kind of just like bows and like kind of like as you've done they kind of like bow their head to you, and like you can see that like their crowns are like.
As I'm playing, I unfurl my wings and just like start playing the drums on their heads. My wings.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because Owlin technically have 6 limbs, but we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, so as you do, you just go boo boo boo, and as you do, actually, each of these shrubs go, and they're like the thing of leaves on their heads just kind of like, and the one in the middle kind of like it seems to have like been holding something, and it just kind of like opens the crown of leaves on its head. And Belt, can I get you to roll a d10?
Sure. 6.
6. So as you do, the leaves unfurl, and out falls what appears to be some sort of like soft toy. It looks like it's like a long snake or something, but like it's kind of coily. It's got a weird kind of looking head on it. It's got like a crisscross like pattern all across it, and it looks like geometric like spirals and patterns on it. And it just like kind of plops it out on the ground in front of you, and it just gives like you like a and like poof, jumps back into the ground.
Thanks, guys. I'm coming back here tomorrow to play with you guys because it's fun. I guess I like smack the snake with my taloned foot like that bird does, just to make sure it's not actually like a real snake.
No, it just goes. It just like
cool.
pops. Yeah, it just seems to be like it's a soft toy, like. But you have
pick it up and fly over to Cole.
Yeah, you have acquired a Strixhaven mascot. A company Strixhaven mascot. So that is a common, wondrous magic item.
Let me add that.
Sick melody, dude.
Yeah, I liked yours as well. It was cool. It was very chill.
You listen to Rosebush?
No, never. But I liked it.
Delhi, you should check out their first album.
Oh my god! Like, we could, if you wanted to, like after this, we could get like some folks together and like listen, because I like listening to new stuff in a very chill way. Or not. Whatever you want. It's good.
Cole's just gonna like kind of half bow to the people that were kind of listening. So it's like, yep. And then just you got one of the things. Right?
I got a snake.
So
cool.
Bri and Zenith, where are you guys going? after that, after your little cafe encounter?
Sorry. I yeah, this one, I'm not too sure about. You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light. Alumni commission works when they retire, seeking promising mages to inspire. This one seems possibly the easiest to find next. The second one. I mean, I'm sure there's portraits of famous alumnus and alumni around the Biblioplex. It seems sort of a thing to showboat the talents of the people who've come before. Surely there's something around their portraits or statues. These people tend to, academics tend to aggrandize themselves after they've achieved something, I guess. Well, look, if you were paying me for all of those words, I'd be a rich man right now, I'd say. No, oh no, that's my attempt at humor.
Yes.
Ignore. Let's.
Sorry, just a chat seems to be saying there's an issue with Jake's mic.
Oh no.
Jake's mic?
I'm back.
But Jake's mic is the best mic.
Let's try and
Okay.
fix that.
Money
Thanks,
can
Chad.
buy everything.
Yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah.
So,
Is it
yeah.
seeming? Oh, it's working again. It's fine.
Working again. Yeah.
Perfect.
So perhaps we check out the portraits of I'm assuming there's portraits. That's just a guess. I'd take a look
I'll
around and see if I can
follow
see
your
any
lead.
like portraits of past students or statues or anything like dedicated to past students in the Biblioplex.
Cool.
You're just so
make
smart,
that-
Zenith, and I think I would get in the way, so I think maybe you should sort of take lead. Do you know what I mean? You can be the leader of our little twosome and figure this out, and I'll just go wherever you say, yeah.
I mean, leader. I'll just look around. Okay.
Do you want to make a little perception?
I will. That is. Oh, and what do we have here? What is my perception? That is a 24.
Damn, Zenith.
Yeah.
Perceptive.
I see things.
Zenith is
the urge
looking.
Yeah, the urge to avoid thinking about responsibility and leadership
Yeah.
has made you hyper focus on everything else.
Zenith is the eyes emoji right now. Just.
Yeah, you see, you see, and as you are looking around, you actually see up to like the top right of the Biblioplex. You see there is actually a gallery in the college, in this place that is run by the Prismari College and is a rotating series of portraits of previous Strixhaven alumni. And if you guys can go over,
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Like, it seems a pretty quiet part of the college, of the library.
Yeah, I think as soon as Zenith like recognizes anything like that, he's going to go straight for it.
Perfect. So yeah, as
Sort
you
of
enter,
trots
you
after
see
you.
there's, like, yeah. There seems to be it's like a small room. It's like maybe like 30 by 10 feet, 30 by 20 feet, and there's like pedestals in the middle of like some weird looking sculptures that like look like they're made of like moving water. Some of them are like carved stone, but like the stone is like moving. Like the busts seem to be like reacting and looking at you or like breathing. It's kind of strange, but like the paintings themselves also appear to be magical in nature, almost like kind of animated, almost like a GIF.
Magical GIF.
That's what they're called in GIF Haven.
My aunt's got some of those in a West Gallery wing.
Really, that's pretty impressive. They're beautiful pieces of work. Now, what are we looking for here exactly? Can we talk to them? Do they speak? In your experience, you've seen these kind of things before. In your aunt's wing.
They've never really responded to me.
Hello there. Painting of you.
Hi.
I read the first name I see. Some.
As you look at the painting, this one actually doesn't have a name on it, but there is a plaque underneath that says that reads, "At Strixhaven, we are all inspired," and it is accompanied on the left with a small little lever.
Ooh, I just pulled the lever.
Go for it.
I just do it because
So as you do, you hear a ka-tink, and a little metal panel opens. The plaque kind of like falls forward,
Ooh.
and a like it looks like a long stick falls out with like a little piece of fabric at the end. But actually, what falls out appears to be like some kind of pennant flag. Like it's this tall like thing with like, and it's got the Strixhaven 5-pointed star on the top, and you can like when you wave it around, it's like a little flag.
Oh, well, this is neat. I like this.
Wow.
Is this?
Yeah, and as you actually wave it around, you feel like a hum and it goes, and it like makes a little whistling, and it starts to glow with light.
Ooh. I just keep whipping that thing around. I'm.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
And
we've solved another one together by combining our skills and knowledge.
I think we're very good at this. Perhaps we should meet up with the other two and see if they found anything. I mean, we are a group, so if they find something, we find something, and we found 2 things, so therefore they found at least 2 things, right?
Yeah, and if they found any more, I don't want them getting all the credit for it, neither.
I mean, it's a group.
Yeah, come on, Zenith, let's go find them.
Let's go.
I bet that's what they're doing. I bet they're rushing down this list and going back to that sharp beak lady and telling her it was all them. Come on, let's go find them.
Yes. Zenith just hurries along behind, right?
So, Cole and Belt, you guys make your way back to the center, the point near the Hollow Oracles, and your 2 companions, Bri and Zenith, have joined you quickly, and they show you guys the book and the pennant. It's like they found some stuff.
We found.
You can show them the snake.
We got a snake
that you found.
I found a book, and then I got this flag out of a painting.
Yes, we did. We did find those.
Is that also where the thing on the back of your head happened? Just there, like, are you supposed to be like thinning back here, looking at Bri?
Thinning on the back of my head.
Yeah. Is that Zenith? You've read about? Is it mold? Are they thinning?
I don't know the finer points of Leonin biology, but
should we go to like the nurse's office or something?
I'm sure
Belt
it's all
hates
natural.
this, so he jumps up and as an action, I can attach the snake to a part of somebody's body. So I attach the snake at the back of where you Cole said that the Bri was
Bald
thinning.
patch was.
Brian, your false, your not real bald patch gets covered by a snake, and it looks like you got a bright blue rat tail.
Does it pull out? He's like struggling with it, and he's reaching behind his back. Probably a tough reach because he's like quite muscular. But
look, I'm sure the nurse has something to get the adhesive off of that. Like, I mean, if it wasn't bald before, she
yeah, it's
could at
very
least shave
funny.
it
I
off,
have perfect
so.
genetics in my hair, and this haircut probably costs more than you've ever seen in your life. So I happen to know that there won't be
I'm made of money.
any bald patch on the back of my head, actually.
Well, this was.
And now there's all these lines just literally forming here. Are they permanent as well? The frowning. Did
Not
they
for
stay?
someone with the people I know.
So Z, what did you find?
We got this lovely pennant and it glows, and I just start spinning.
That's fun.
I also got a book, and it looks really interesting. And I think it's got something to do with one of the colleges here, perhaps Lorehold. I believe I've read about them a little bit. The snake looks wonderful, Bri. Shall we continue along the list?
Thank you,
maybe?
Zenith.
No. I'm telling you, we have to go to like the nurse's bay or some
Perhaps
sort of thing.
after the lift?
It's a clue. It's one of the clues. It's the first clue. It's the first.
The
clue.
first?
Think about it. Think about it.
Are ensnarled in light.
Healing. It's about getting healed. You'll forget any trouble or plight when you step forward and ensnarl the light.
Snarled in light.
I thought all of the clues were in the Biblioplex area though.
But is there not like a thing here? Do students not accidentally like harm
They might get a paper
themselves?
cut.
In a library? Oh yes.
A magical
paper cut,
library.
yeah.
We could check.
Zenith, can I get you to wait? What's your passive perception? Your passive perception's like 15.
15.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as you guys are like debating this and going over and like trying to figure out, so you see another group of students behind you inside the Hall of Oracles, and they seem to be also doing this scavenger hunt. And you see one of them, like the three of them, the four of them are like, the fuck? What the fuck are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to go inside this? And they like, one of them like, oh fuck it, and they like walk through the ball of light. And they come out the other side holding like some kind of bottle, and they're like, "I got it!" And they,
I don't
like,
tell.
they, like, are like, yeah, and they like run off to go to the next clue.
I don't tell the group anything.
Mhm.
I'm just kind of like watching and listening into this, and I'm like, yes. One moment, and I just walk directly towards it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So as you do, you enter the Hall of Oracles. Statues all on either side of you, bathed in blue light. It suits you quite well for some reason. And you are face to face with a giant orb of light. It's like 10 feet across and 10 feet tall. And it, like as you're close to it, you see like it's actually like a swirling vortex. You can see like currents and like different smatterings and splashes of like different colored light inside of it. It seems to be just magic in a raw form.
Now that I'm closer to it, having read a little bit about like the history of Strixhaven being here, do I know a little bit more about it?
Didn't you make a history check earlier?
I think I made an Arcana one, but it's like.
Oh, you did make an Arcana check. Yeah, you can make a history check to try and if you're thinking hard about it now.
Yeah, I'm
so
a little
I'll
closer, and
let
I'm
you
thinking a little bit more about it.
Yeah, totally.
That is. Oh, what is my history? I think it's +4.
+4.
Yeah, that's 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. So you know that this is a snarl.
Ah.
And snarls are famous for being loci of clashing forces and magic that balance each other out as two opposing forces. So, and they form these spheres of different types of magic and mana. So this one is smack bang in the middle of the college.
As Zenith is like walking towards it, he's like reciting the first clue, the trouble and plight, and snarled in light, and he's just kind of like almost like unconsciously like repeating it to himself as he like walks through it.
Yeah. So as you walk through it, you're blinded pretty much. Like it almost feels like sticking. It's like you get like the feeling of like your face is underwater. Like if you like stick your face in a sink, like and you try and open your eyes, it's kind of like that feeling. But like though it's not water, it's like it's hot and cold, and it's like electrical and like all these kind of opposing forces, and you feel like a weight appear in one of your hands as you pass out the other side, and you have a small little bottle of green liquid in your palm as you exit.
That's rather impressive magic. A little disappointed though. And then he'll put the bottle away and he'll head back towards the group.
Cool. Yeah. So as you do, the three of you are probably still bickering about whether or not to go to the nurse's office, and Zenith approaches the three of you with a small little bottle.
So I think I found the clue. I think I found the piece. It seems that.
Oh, nice.
It seems that the light in the middle of the room is what's called a snarl. I knew I read about them somewhere, but I wasn't really sure at first. They're magical loci. They are locuses of magical energy, of diametric opposition. Beautiful pieces of magical phenomenon, really. Another 5 platinum word for you there, my friend.
Yeah, my dad's had locusts problem on the crops on the farms. Terrible problems with the locusts, yeah.
Yes. They taste pretty good though.
You eat locusts?
Yeah.
Got nasty
You know,
little legs.
There, look, you don't get this swole by not having like complex proteins.
Zenith just kind of like looks back and forth and realizes it's not really worth explaining, and just kind of goes, "I didn't taste it while I was there, but yes."
Shame.
So what's in
Anyway,
the bottle? Like, have you tried it? Have you tasted that? Have you drunk it?
I don't know. Give me a moment. If you want to work on maybe finding the next thing, I can maybe figure out what's in this while we're working it out. And I'm going to start ritual casting detect magic on the bottle
Okay, cool.
as like, we're chatting and stuff.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing with the?
Right. So stars.
Stars, ancient,
Is there like a telescope or something?
enduring, and bright. Our born on opening night. The stage.
Stage.
Zenith kind of looks up from his ritual casting. He's like, it sounds like it's about stars, but it looks like it's about performances or performing, really, with the opening night and the stage, and a little disappointing to me, really. And he's just like pouring over the bottle as he says that.
That is music to my ears.
I'm no stranger to an opening night.
Zenith-
Been to plenty of
as soon as he
premieres in my
hears-
time.
As soon as he hears the music to my ears, Zenith bursts out laughing as if it's the funniest thing he's ever heard. He's just like, that's so funny, that's so clever. Oh, wonderful. And he's just like looking through the
Belt
thing.
is filled with such genuine light at that. He's like, right, let's go.
Perfect.
Stomps away.
Yeah.
At Belt's
So,
like enthusiasm, Zenith just follows him.
Yeah, Zenith, as you are following your detect magic works, and you do deduce that this is indeed a magical potion, and it is a potion of magical healing properties in a very
Ooh.
vague sense that detect magic is super vague about, but it's a healing.
Cole was
But
right.
it's a healing potion.
Lovely.
Yeah, you can
Thank
add that
you.
to your inventory.
Is it just like a regular old healing potion?
Yeah, regular old healing. You're
Regular
You don't need anything better than that.
Push.
Deep down in his roots, Cole's know he's right.
Yeah, so you guys make your way over to the stage, and it looks like there's actually something being set up here. There's the curtains are drawn back, and it looks like there's a lot of boxes and stuff, and stage hands are moving in and out, and you can see a couple of students are kind of directing everything and whatever. But there's still a big portion of the stage that can be accessed by anybody if they so please.
Is this stage like giving us more thespian vibes, or
It's
a little bit?
It's kind of closer to like an amphitheater than a stage. So like it kind of like goes down a little bit, but like there's like a stage set up at the back. It's not fancy or anything, but it's mostly like just like a large wooden platform towards the back with some drawn curtains.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go up.
Oh, not me. I'm gonna say
I think-
I'm gonna watch, maybe.
I mean, look, I'm no stranger to a performance, but this is maybe giving me a little bit of non-musical vibes.
Right, why not? And Bri takes a running pounce up onto the middle of the stage and turns around and looks at the entire room standing up there.
Cool. And the second you stand there, kaboof, a spotlight lands on top and directs you, and you are looking at the rest of the Biblioplex, and like a couple of stagehands like look over to you and like it's like yes, and but yeah, what do you do?
My name is Bri, and I am here to finish the piece of paper so I can get my grade and go home.
Boo!
He does a standing backflip.
Okay. Make a
Can
athletics check.
I give him bardic inspiration by being like, "Woo, yeah, you can do it."
Yeah. Make an athletics check with a d6,
If you need it.
If you wish.
or I guess acrobatics since it's a backflip.
That comes out at a 11.
11.
Does it help that I've got the ring?
Did you?
Which ring?
Ring of jumping.
The ring of jumping. Yeah, that can you can. I mean, that gives you less. That gives you more room to like mess up because you're in the air for longer. So yeah, you don't land square on your feet, but you land in kind of like a knee crouch, almost like a superhero landing. But
Styled
like,
it out.
It fucking stings your feet when you land. So and you hear people go oh, and the spotlight switches off. And,
Zenith like immediately like gives a little like helpful clap.
It's like, that was awesome, so good.
Bows and bows.
Cole
and
shrugs
says,
his shoulders.
Thank you. I won't be here for long.
Yeah, so as you do, the spotlight that seems to have shone down on you kind of like floats down, and it seems to be like from a hook is dangling like a little bottle that appears to be like it's oil of some kind, but you can't. But it's like a little square box, and it gives you a lantern.
Lovely.
Oh.
Lantern. Lovely.
Yeah.
I guess that's the
So
list finished, right?
Well, that's back to Mavinda then, I guess. Oh, that was really fun.
actually, yeah. And Bri, as you are departing from the stage, you actually hear excuse me, hi, and a small, like a dwarven girl comes up to you like, hey, sorry, could you look really strong. Could you help me lift something? I'm so tired. We're trying to set up the stage for the opening ceremony, and thank you so much.
There's a big toothy fake grin. Like, how long will it take?
So she's like, could you just come over and grab there's 2 boxes here. I can grab one, but I'm really busy, so could you just help me grab the other one? You just need to move it over. And like she's just kind of like chatting as she goes and like directs you to like there's like a chest and she's pointing to that for you to take.
Fine. And he like underhands the lantern belt. Then goes over and picks up the crate.
You do like a beat of your
Yeah.
wings, so as you do, and then so she leads you over and she picks up. She looks pretty strong herself, but she does seem to be in a hurry. So she grabs and lifts one under her arm. She's like, okay, you can just grab that one and come with me.
All right.
Yeah. So as you bend over and grab the thing, you pick the box up. It's not heavy at all, but you need to bring it like up like the flight of stairs and onto like the stage and like back around. But as you put it down and you try and lift it and then like leave, the box sticks to your hands and you can't fucking let go of it. It's stuck. It's stuck to your hands.
Up on the stage.
Like you're like kind of like you're backstage now, but like it's you're stuck. Your hands are stuck to this.
Excuse me, your box is broken.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
It's broken. It don't let go.
What do you mean it don't let go? It's just a box.
He holds it above her head. Loosely, like this, clearly with no grip.
Oh, that is weird. Oh, what the fuck? And as she says that, you see Bri, a pair of teeth. The box opens, and a big long tongue just like flops out, slaps you in the face, and the box lurches forward to try and bite your face. And this is a mimic. But I think before we do any little fights, we should just take a quick 15-minute break.
Sure.
And we will see you guys shortly as Bri tries to...
A friggin' mimic?
Mimic.
I love how Ralph's like, first little combat level, here's a mimic.
Bloody nasty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
While we take 10, should I put the character art screen on? Don't have a break screen.
Yeah, character art screen is totally
Lovely.
fine. Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Then I'll...
It's a key.
How long are we taking?
15.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
If we take 15, that takes us to 9:15.
Yes.
Or that's 10.
Then we'll see you at 9:15, chat. Love you lots.
Yeah,
Thanks.
perfect.
See you soon.
Oh,
Peace.
BRB.
Bye.
Freeze frame.
We're off. Yeah, we're off.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. I hope you
Bonjour.
didn't get too bored while we were gone.
Get
We
snack.
still
We did.
plenty to get through. I hope you got a snack. I hope you got hydrated. I'm getting hydrated with a pink beverage.
I'm just doing water, so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen and ladies and everyone else betwixt, we have our first combat encounter. Bri, you have so kindly, out of the goodness of your heart, assisted a stagehand to move a crate, which turned out to be. This is not on the test, but
cheated again.
it is. Yeah. Oh well. But you do have a problem right in front of you, which is your hands are stuck to this box, and this box has teeth and a great big tongue, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right. I should get an Excel spreadsheet going.
Oh, I am never rolling with this dice again.
How do we do?
Yeah,
How do we do? How
this
do we
is
do?
going to jail for now. I got a 2.
Me too.
Jail?
I got a 3.
I need to. Wow. Good thing mimics
14.
are slow. Let me just get up a Google sheet. That's pretty good. How do I open a Google sheet?
Yeah.
Google it.
I don't know. No, I refuse. There's a plus button down here that lets me make
Google
it.
is free.
Okay, cool.
I am offended that my sugar daddy dice has been rolling so bad.
You should call him.
I should call him.
Time for more dice.
Yeah. Hey, can I get more dice? Your dice daddy.
Dice
Dice
daddy.
daddy.
Nice,
Oh,
Daddy.
this is forever to load. Okay, there we go. Initiative. Okay, so who amongst you has the high? I'm gonna write this on a piece of paper because my internet is slow. Who amongst you has high initiative? Who is the highest?
11.
14.
Okay, so Cole is first at 14.
I think I'm going last.
Bri is at 10. No, Bri's at 11. And we have Zenith. What were you at? Were you 2?
Mm-hmm. But Belt is at 3, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Belt is 3. And Zenith is 2.
I'm
Sweet.
slow.
So, Cole, you spot Bri being assaulted by what is probably not meant to be a stage prop. So, what do you do?
Oh no. Right. Your chest. It's broken.
Broken.
Our table.
Yes, it would appear it's not a
And
chest.
I would like to cast Druidcraft.
Yeah.
On Bri to make him stink like a skunk, and hopefully the mimic won't want to eat him.
That's great. I mean, it works with pets, making stuff smell bad. So, like, obviously this should work for mimics. So, cool. Yeah, Bri, as you are doing, I mean, maybe it's the mimic's breath, but an absolute foul stench fills your nostrils. And yeah, do you do anything else for your turn, Cole?
No, that's all I can.
You can hide.
I'd like to. I'd like to just slink down and be a.
Yeah, you can crouch. There's like
sneaky
benches and
little
stuff.
triad.
You can like lie down on the ground, like planking behind one of the benches or something. Yeah.
Cool.
So that is Bri. You are up now. You're smelly and stuck to a box.
Okay.
It's going great. Your first day at college.
So I think he is just gonna smash it on the ground hard as he can.
Cool. I need you to try this. You're technically grappled right now.
Right.
So I need you to try and escape this grapple. It is a DC 13, so you have to make a strength check to try and beat that.
Okay.
Might not be
Strength,
too-
or is
might-
it like
is-
athletics or
Does grapple do athletics or strength?
I thought it was you could do
someone know?
athletics or acrobatics.
I thought it was athletics.
No?
Yeah.
I think you get to pick athletics, or no, I think it's athletics at this to do it, and then it's you pick to get out of it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
you could do an athletics or acrobatics to try and get out of it.
Oh, that's a 23.
23. So now you understanding like the gravity of the situation, like, oh, you're in danger. So you just like rip your hands away, and the mimic crawls to the ground, but you can hear it hissing like as it like is making its way. You were caught by its trap, and it is going after you, but it's still your turn. So my doggies,
The dogs are barking.
ladies.
I think.
They love a good mimic.
So does that count as my action?
All right, dogs have been let out. Does it? Is it an action? I think
so,
it
yes.
does. Yeah, it does. That is your action to break out of it.
Okay, then as a bonus action, he's just gonna. Pissed off, he'll do a big roar. The Leonin ability, Daunting Roar. Bonus action once per short rest. Creatures within 10 foot that can hear you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of DC 14 or become frightened of me until the end of the turn.
Ooh, so yeah,
Roar.
yeah,
I need to get a
Would the-
soundboard button,
would this-
don't I?
yeah. You
Would the stink somehow help that?
intimidation. What's
Yeah,
what's a
intimidating
mimic
stink.
Does it have? Is it sensitive to smell? I mean, like, this shouldn't be too hard. Anyway, so I'll make the DC roll. I'll say it has a it has like a negative. I'll give it a -1 penalty because of the stink. Not quite disadvantage, but you know.
It helps.
So that's a 14 exactly. And it has a natural +1, so it's a straight 14 roll. So an almighty roar erupts from your jaws, and it echoes throughout the entire Biblioplex, causing quite a stir around. But but the mimic is still like you can see like it actually like the wood starts to splinter and break, and you see like purple veiny flesh like break out, and it starts to like crawl like smack towards you. And it is the mimic's turn, so it is going to make an attack against you, Bri. So let's see, what should it do? It is going to try and bite you. So that is going to be does 22 hit?
It certainly does, my love.
Oh, lovely. 22. So that is going to be that's 7 points of piercing damage as its huge teeth and splintered wood maw clamps down over your like leg and like midsection.
Bri is not
And
a happy kitty.
Yeah, no. Blood like spurts all across the stage, and like you can see the mimic, like its tongue is all like, and you could hear the girl behind you, Brady, is like, "Oh my god!" And like the commotion has been caused between the roar and the scream. Like people are like, "This is a library," and Belt, it is your turn.
As people are like, this is a library, I look at the mimic and I go, shh, and rate at it as I try to shush it into feeling very bad about what it's doing at the moment. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. That's an 18. It's rolling good. My DM. This DM dice is really good, guys.
That DM dice needs to go to jail.
Banned.
I might use I'll use a
yeah.
different dice next turn.
No, you won't, you big liar.
Okay, and then what I'll do is I will fly, I think, like 15 feet up into the air.
Okay.
And then I will give bonus action Bardic Inspiration to my pal Zenith, who's about to go now.
Yeah, thank you. Slay.
And I look at you, and as they come up, I give you like a high five. And that's how I give
very
you
awkwardly like put like a hand up in like the wrong way. You just slap my hand, but it works.
Yeah, you feel inspired by this small owl's efforts. So, yeah, Zenith, you are up.
Okay, I would like to move up. Can I move myself on Roll20?
You can, yeah. If it's on the token layer, so if you just click and drag.
Where is that? I don't know how to do this.
I can just move it. How far do you want to
go? Just up like 2 squares. Onto the stage, like, yeah. Slay. I was going to do something and I have completely let it drop out of my mind. Oh, yeah. So, as a bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word on our friend Bry because he just got a big old chunk and bite taken out of him.
Yeah.
And that's a D4 plus. It's on my sheet.
Plus whatever your wisdom is. +3, I think.
Yeah, I think it's +3.
You can also, if you need to, roll the Bardic Inspiration with Magical Inspiration and use that if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that's that's the new one of the new optional
features. That's a thing.
Does that adds to healing, doesn't it?
I can use a D6 instead.
Yeah, spells you cast.
No, you can use it. In addition.
You can add it to it. Yeah.
That's so slay.
And it adds like above like the max before.
Yeah.
Oof.
So if you cast a spell or that does damage or healing, you can bump that bitch up.
That's so cool. I didn't know that. I think yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll use my Bardic Inspiration. Thank you.
Heal that
lion. That is 6 points of healing.
Nice.
And then
banger.
I will immediately
all over again.
I will immediately cast Thorn Whip then, because I think you can cast 2 spells as long as one is a cantrip, correct?
Yep.
Cool. I'll cast Thorn Whip then. Where is my spell description? Larger, smaller.
That has to go on the soundboard.
Yeah. Spell description. Do you have to pull with Thorn Whip?
You kind of.
If I do, it's fine. I can just pull them between myself and Bri for like maybe
slash with a whip.
You can.
I am going to cast Thorn Whip.
Yeah, just do it anyway. See, like if you don't hit, it doesn't matter.
That's a 10 to hit.
A 10. That just misses, unfortunately.
So I just and it missed.
Yeah, a vine like grows out of your arm and just strikes the stage, and you can see it like strikes it, splinters fly everywhere, but it's just short of where the mimic was.
And as soon as I hear the noise it makes, I go, sorry, I'm sorry. That's my turn.
Wonderful. And Cole, you are back up top.
Cole is gonna just pop up and just kind of gritting his teeth. He's going to be like, Bri, it's broken. And I'm just going to fire from my short bow for sneak attack.
Absolutely. Did you make a stealth check when you hit last turn?
Oh,
you can do that now.
Bear with me. Okay. That is a 17.
Oh yeah, no, that mimic doesn't know that has never had the pleasure of Coleus Stolestina.
Coleus's shitty fucking snark. Okay.
I feel like Coleus needs to learn vicious mockery somehow.
That's 21. Does a 21 Does a 21 hit?
No.
Does a 21?
Yeah, it hits.
No.
21.
21. So yeah, you can roll your damage.
Okay, so...
Oh, do you get advantage when you do that?
Not specifically right now. Unless, oh wait, no, your allies are engaged.
No, you get advantage when you're from hiding.
Oh,
right?
if you're hiding, you do get advantage.
Yeah.
We'll
just see, just in case we get a crit. Okay.
We know the rules of the game.
No, but it's a 19.
Even higher.
So no, close. Sorry, it's a 23.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so was it 7 plus? Okay, that's 10 piercing damage.
Shit. Yeah. So the tongue was lashing out to try and like get at Bri again. You can see that this tongue actually like is covered in barbs. You know, like how a cat's tongue has like those backwards pointing little things. This tongue is like similar, but it's worse. and it is not a cat, and it is good. It's trying, but as soon as it like lashes out, an arrow just shoots right through it, and you can see it's like starts to writhe and like ooze like dark blue blood, and it is in pain. That tongue was not a piercing that it consented to.
What that tongue do?
It gets shot. But yeah, so now, Bri, it is your turn.
Okay, so covered in his own blood, in blue mimic blood, scratches from the barbed tongue and stuff.
And
like
skunk stink.
He just kind of like, I think he's just gonna start like, just punching the crap out of it on the ground, right? Like, so I guess the claws attack.
Yeah, go for it.
I love that you don't need a weapon. You're just like, I'm just gonna.
These hands.
Get into it. Where was it?
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roll to attack
Get
is
into it, yeah.
24.
Jesus.
Is a 24 hit?
Yeah, 24. Yeah, I think that hit.
Okay, the damage
Maybe,
is,
I don't know. That might be doublet's armor class, but I don't know.
We did a little home brewing on the Vine Tavern Brawler and claws and stuff like that, right? So that 1d damage.
Yep. And you get 2 of those.
5. 5 damage.
First attack. That's just the first attack. Okay.
That's the first attack, yeah. And then I'll take a bonus action, second attack. That is a 18.
18 hits.
And the damage is another 5.
Damn,
Jeepers.
y'all doing tens across the board.
10 across the board.
Yeah, so as you do, you start to tear into it. It's like it's like almost like you're like pulling apart. It's like pulling apart furniture, but like it's really gooey and it's like trying to eat you. So it's like the worst trip to IKEA you've ever been to.
You've been losing gum in for about 50.
Yeah, very that. So you pull chunks of wood and gunk away from it, and its body is starting to like deteriorate markedly, but it's still trying to have a go at you. And as you do, like the flesh starts to like bubble and swell, and you see like a second tongue, and like bursts out of it and just like goes for you. So it is going to try a pseudopod attack. So that is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So that is going to be that's only 4 points of bludgeoning damage on you.
Got it.
Perfect. And I need you, and it is going to try and grapple you. So it is going to make a strength check to try and do that.
So is it to kick off? It's a strength contest, and then you can athletics or athletic.
Yeah. Well, the grapple, the attack hit you, so the grapple will. Okay, what'd you get?
Oh.
He rolled an 11. So
Nice.
you managed to wrestle like the tongue like wraps around your arm. You're like,
oh, fucking
and you like rip it off just barely before it latches onto you. But yeah, so that's the mimic's turn, and it's our boy Belt. What you doing, buddy?
Okay, I see my pal hurting. So what I'm going to do is do a very quiet little bit of rock music to cast Healing Word on my pal Bri.
Awesome. Roll for it.
The healer's in the back here. Like.
That is 8 points of healing. Oh no, sorry, 7. Oh no, it is 8 because I got +1. Yeah.
Sweet. That puts Bri back up to max, doesn't it?
It puts all his meat back on. Yeah, he's back to max.
Yeah. You hear a quiet tune through all the violence, and you start to feel your wounds start to patch and knit themselves back together a little bit.
A tune through the violence or the violins?
Both. Bit of both, baby.
Who knows?
Bri's probably a little bit lost in the sauce. Just like all of the like tearing and grappling and pulling and fighting.
Yeah, you barely notice.
Yeah.
Fabuloso.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my action, because that was my bonus action, I'm gonna try and do the same thing again. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, you're not looking so good. Maybe give it up." And cast Vicious Mockery.
Very cool.
Come on.
Wisdom
for a
saving
bad
throw. That's a critical 20 success, so that's not many. I used a different die this time, so it's just a really
This
The lucky mimic.
This mimic is just built different.
She's not like other mimics.
She's not like other mimics. She's worse.
She's different.
Yeah. So Zenith.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Belt. Were you gonna do anything else?
Oh.
No, I guess I'll just like chill. Actually, no. What I will do is I will move a little bit further forward towards the thing, but still stay up in the up in the air.
Cool. Yeah. Do you want it to be like in line with Zenith?
Yeah, but I'm just like flying about.
Yeah, I don't know how to indicate that on Roll20, but let's just.
We'll just remember.
Mini
You're the
theater.
only one
You have
flying.
wings. It's not. I'll just assume you're flying most of the time.
Yeah, pretty much, because I am small.
You are
so.
small. Is your flying speed faster than your walking speed? It's the same. Okay, fair enough. So Zenith, what you doing?
I'm gonna move to within. Actually, before I move within melee, I'm going to very, very quietly, because I'm very alarmed by the amount of noise we are making right now, and I'm just kind of like all the time, just kind of looking around. I'm like, okay, and I'll take out my little druidic focus, and I will start to make shapes, and I'll cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Lele.
Shillelagh.
So I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my staff, and I'll get up close to it. I'll just be like, okay, we need to be quiet, and I'll like stamp down on it with my quarterstaff.
Perfect. Make an attack roll against L Mimic.
Ooh, that is a 17 to hit.
Ooh, that's flirty. Young and free, only 17. Yeah, that hits.
Slay. So Shillelagh lets it. Oh, does it just?
It turns it into a D8.
And I use wisdom instead.
Well, that's your spellcasting mod.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I added +5 to the attack, not plus whatever strength would be, because it's your. I'm proficient with weapon, and it's my wisdom instead. Cool. Oh, that's not a D8. That's a D12. That's not what you asked.
Turns into a battle axe.
That's 4 points of damage. I got the lowest.
4 points of damage. That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So you slam your what I assume you have a staff or something.
Yeah, it's a quarterstaff.
Yeah, quarterstaff. Yeah, and you just kapoof, and it like punctures like wood and flesh and just like coats the bottom of your staff in like blue goo. And like the smell is really gross. Like you've never smelled a mimic before, but there's a really weird smell in the air, and you're not quite sure why that is.
And then I'm closer to Bri now too, so there's two smells coming because of Coleus's stink.
Yeah,
smell.
yeah.
No, that's natural body odor. That's just the rumor I'm going to perpetrate around college.
And he stinks. That's my turn.
Perfect.
He's too perfect. We've got to take him down a peg.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So that is speaking of that, Cole. It is your go.
Speaking of perfect, Coleus is going to just run kind of around Zenith, kind of come up behind the mimic, and again this time take 2 melee attacks with his daggers.
Okay, cool. Make an attack roll.
I'll do. Okay.
Yes.
Really?
You roll a 1.
Does a nat 20?
A nat 20.
Oh, good
What's
shit.
What's the total, Cole?
The total is 24.
Critical.
Yeah, that hits. That hits, babe.
But it's only a D4.
Yeah, well, double that damage, but you do get sneak attack because it is engaged in combat with several allies.
You double the dice on sneak attack?
Yes, you do.
Oh, those are gross.
That is a filthy amount of damage incoming.
You might roll all once.
Then
Critical
no. I'm just doubling the die roll, not the
Yeah, so the
+2
D4
to-
the dagger and the D6
Okay.
of however many.
Okay, that's okay.
Critical girl. How much are these?
14 damage
14?
In the first hit.
14.
In the first hit.
in the first hit.
14? Girl, you ain't even getting a second hit. This is murder. She dies.
Yes.
She died.
Yeah.
She did.
She's dead. My God. Yeah, how do you want to eviscerate this little trunk?
I'm gonna just like jam both daggers in, and
Yeah,
then just
yeah.
kind of like wince open like where its mouth would be to kind of make it like a puppet, and just go BROKEN, and then just like flip and just walk away.
So apathetic. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, the mimic just falls apart on the stage, and at this point, students and like flock to this location. Like, whoa, what the fuck was that? I heard a roar. Is everyone okay?
Bryce
And
stands up absolutely covered in all manner of shit.
All the while,
So it's-
like, both students are like shouting and stuff. And it's just like, shh, guys, shh, come on. Shh.
Speaking a little too excitedly and a little too loudly in this library while covered in like blue mimic blood and his own blood and splinters. He just goes, been a while since I saw that many tongues in a box, eh? No?
Oh my god! I think I'm not disadvantaged.
No?
Zenith is just like horrified. It's like,
Just
I fly down and like cast Prestidigitate to like start cleaning Bry up a little bit. I'm like, you're covered in shit, mate.
thanks, little man.
It's all right.
Yeah. Bryce still smells though.
Can I Prestidigitate a nicer smell?
Probably, but it might mix together. You know, like when you try and like Febreze shit
Yeah.
out of the air, but that
Oh,
just smells
yeah.
like air freshener and
Yeah, I
shit.
try and do that, and it has that exact effect.
Don't worry, man. That's the smell of battle. That is.
Shit.
so
It's a
Zenith
smell
is
of-
immediately going to start taking notes. Like, it's going to like take out his little notebook and just start writing about the mimic right there and then
Okay.
while the commotion is happening.
Yeah. Okay. And as you are doing that, the professor who addressed you guys earlier for the scavenger hunt, Professor Sharkbeak, flies over. He's like, "Oh my goodness, what happened here?
Does that happen
Is
all
everyone
the
all
time?
right?
I could really see myself here. I really could.
No, this could never happen here.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no need for like a statue. We're good. We're fine. I mean, if you want to put a statue in my honor, maybe, but there's nobody dead, so you can hold off on the dead kid statue update.
Right. Well, I do need to have a word with the row stage managers because we can't be having this happening with their equipment. This is going to be a nightmare. But thank you for dispatching the threat. That is a large relief. And I'm very relieved to see that our first years are so capable. Oh goodness. Here, and she pulls out she rummages through like a side satchel. She just like hands you guys she pulls out like four fat not silver coins, but like very gleaming, glittering like coins, and puts one in each of your hands, and it's one platinum piece for each of you.
Ooh.
Zenith has never seen like this amount of money like up close, really.
I suppose you got
It's
a
like-
towel in there as well, have you?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. She waves a hand, and all of the guts and gore, the like all your blood, the goop, all just kind of vanishes. Yeah. Like, are you alright? Does anybody need healing?
I've
I
actually
think
been taken pretty good care of, I gotta say.
Yeah, we made a pretty good job at that, I believe.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so glad. Skilled healers. We need more of those around here. Thank you so much. Please take. Also, I see you also have all of the items from the scavenger hunt. Oh, what capable students you are. That warms my heart. Please take these. And she hands the 4 pieces of paper to each of you, and it says Fire Jolt Cafe, 1 free coffee. And you guys are given coupons for the cafe.
Oh, nice. I love coffee.
So-
Please avail of these at Fire Jolt Cafe. Their drinks are wonderful.
Coffee's not free.
Well, we have to pay the people who work in the cafe, don't we?
Professor, does this mean we're now like we can avail of the services here in the Biblioplex now?
Oh, but of course. But don't get ahead of yourself. We still have the opening ceremonies, and there's a whole week of festivities to celebrate the new first years. You'll have plenty of time throughout the year to enjoy the many, many tomes and volumes here in the Biblioplex. But please, feel free to socialize today.
Professor, there is actually something that maybe you might be able to assist with. It's a delicate sensory issue.
But yes, of course.
And I'm just kind of like start nodding towards Bry.
I don't believe I follow.
It's the smell.
Oh. Oh.
A pong.
Oh my
I
goodness.
tried to cover it up, but I think it takes more than a cantrip to do that.
Yes.
Bry
That's quite.
scoops up as much mimic
Mr.
goop as he can get in his giant paws and flings it at Cole.
Yes. Okay.
Attack roll.
Make an attack roll.
Oh no. PvP.
Plus what? Because that was just a silly little 4.
What's your? I mean, what's your dex bonus?
My strength bonus. Throwing.
Your dex bonus for throwing.
1, so 5.
5. Yeah. So Cole, you see a big hunk of mimic goo tossed in your general direction, but it just splats at your feet. Gets a little bit on your boots, but yeah. It's
Yeah, he just acts out
I just
aggressively. I think he's kind of embarrassed about the smell.
You show a bit more respect.
No, I think you almost got killed by the
Do I
box,
look
and
dead?
I
Oh, I look as
saved you.
glorious as I always do.
No, you don't,
I
because
had a little bit to do with that, the not dying part, and same with our friend Belt. Anyway, Professor, we're probably
actually
wasting your
we
time.
almost didn't die. You almost died.
I
Look,
never die.
the semantics of dying and not dying are neither here nor there. I'm sure Mavinda has a lot more to do with her time. Please, don't mind these folks.
Is your name Sharkbeak?
Did you just call her Sharkbeak?
I thought that's what you said your name was, Sharkbeak. I like you, Sharkbeak.
It's Sharp Beak. Her beak is sharp. No, my young Howland. It is Sharp Beak.
Shark beak sound.
I like Sharkbeak, to be fair. I might try and make it stick.
I fully discourage you to try.
You classic Sharkbeak, and I walk away.
I like profusely apologize to Mavinda. I'm so sorry, Professor. I'm so sorry.
Go have your coffee, young man. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
And you guys are free to go about the Archway Commons. And
Zenith is still hopping from the last coffee, so he's gonna pocket that one.
I'm gonna turn back to Bry and look, dude, and then waving the coupon, buy you a coffee.
Yeah, I'll take a coffee.
I could do with a pastry if we're going to the coffee place.
Before you guys leave, Bry and Belt, the girl who was helping Bry carry stuff across the stage, goes, "Oh, wait! Oh, you two, you guys, you're both strong and muscly. You guys look cool, right? You guys just tore apart that mimic. That was super cool. Do you guys want to join the Iron Lifter Society?
Iron Lifter Society. What, like?
Yeah,
Hell yes.
it's just the club here. We just lift weights and stuff. It's really cool.
The weights
Like,
don't
you guys should join.
stick to you and then try and...
Only on the training days. No, I'm kidding.
I'll be there on them
no.
days then.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh,
actually,
perfect,
yeah.
perfect. I think I haven't joined yet, but I think they do like like there's like a day for like all of the societies or something. I don't know, but I'll see you around. I didn't catch your name.
Bry.
Bry? Okay, Bry. Cool. I'm Greta.
Belt.
Sorry, what would you say?
Belt.
Oh, that's cute. Like, and she like pulls at her belt, like a belt. That's cool.
No, like belting it out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's funny.
Cool.
I didn't realise that. You are named after a belt.
All right. So
That's
I'll
really
see you
funny.
at the Iron Lifters Champion thing. Yeah.
Oh, great. I'll see you guys around. And she goes off. And what do you guys want to do?
He was so rude. Can't believe that.
What? She seemed to love.
She was
She didn't
really
even
nice.
offer. This is quite expensive silk. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. And she made me carry that box, and then I got fucking.
Well, she
fired.
didn't make you. She asked you politely, and you said yes.
Pay for Outlaw, did she?
I mean, it's we're all students. We should help each other out. No.
Yeah. Paying for each other's dry
Yes.
cleaning, I assume.
Look, I can help, but like just press the.
But I mean,
You don't
Make
need
it
to
look a little
put
bit
your
more.
magic soap all over my... This is expensive, all right? It's only supposed to be cleaned in specific...
Like,
well,
ow.
I mean, maybe don't wear the expensive silk on day one.
What? Like, it was a first impression. What was I going to wear? A bed sheet?
That sounds. No, I don't know.
Well,
All right. So where are you guys going?
Fire jolt.
Yeah.
Fire Jolt.
All right.
That coffee.
Yeah. So the Fire Jolt
I'd
Cafe
love a
is
pastry
like
right now.
is just around the corner from the Biblioplex, like a
Mhm.
a 3-minute walk. Campus is still hopping. First years coming in and out. Some people coming in to do their orientation. Some coming out. You can see people like waving around their scavenger hunt prizes and stuff. And you come to the Fire Jolt Cafe, like a small-ish building, but like a lovely sign at the front, and you can see like the crisp wooden doors. They swing open. It's cozy. It's well lit inside. It's only the first day on campus, but like it's already packed. First years like getting coffee, trying stuff out, sitting at tables and stuff. And there's a central barista station at the middle of it. And like you can see an older, dark-skinned elf woman and like five other students ish working the cafe part of it, making coffees, cooking pastries, that kind of thing. And it's almost full, this place. So like there's chatter in the air, and all the students there's study tables. You can see like there's curtained off areas, and you can actually there's a newsstand at the back as well. It's clearly like a hub of activity for Strixhaven, and also everyone's source of caffeine here on campus. And there's a short line for the coffee.
Yeah,
I've actually never had a coffee.
Never had a coffee?
No,
Dude.
my mum won't let me.
Give him half of one, he'll be bouncing.
No. Belt.
Yeah.
You wait 1 second. I know exactly what you need.
All right.
And I'm gonna go up to the counter.
Okay, yeah. You wait in line for a little bit, and as you do, you get there. A woman, the woman else greets you. Then, afternoon, Larlin. What can I get for you?
Just two things. First, and I'm gonna point at Belt.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need you to, can I get a triple shot of your espresso?
A triple?
Mhm.
My goodness, you're starting out strong. That's perfectly fine. I can get that whipped up for you. What was the other thing you wanted?
A job.
A job?
You're hiring? Are you hiring? You're.
Wow. So up front, we do hire students to work here at the Fire Jolt Cafe. If you would like a job here, I can take your name and I can get back to you for an interview. How's that sound?
That is good, and I force a smile.
she her very like chipper demeanor is like kind of like, oh, well, that's wonderful. So can I just get your name?
Coleus Solenus Stenum.
Coleus. Oh, fantastic. And where are you staying? You're a first year, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. I will send word to you when we have an available opening and a time slot for your interview. And I'll get that triple espresso. Just started. Can you? And she like turns around, like tells one of the students to get that ready. That'll just be one copper piece.
Again, just with a mouthful of teeth, just a thanks.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get your coffee. And
I think Zenith would like to also get something from the place. If
yeah. You could be like in line like right after each other.
Cool.
I
would like to be behind, like, because I would have went to the counter too, like around the same time. I would like to think that I saw this interaction and saw nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
it's perfectly like I was like, so I'm just like, wow, that went really well.
Oh my god, Cole, you're such a go-getter.
I'm just like. Well, your confidence is great, Cole. Anyway, could I get a green tea? And if you have any sort of pastries, I would love one. Do I have to use this ticket for a coffee, or can it be exchanged for green tea?
Oh, darling, that could be a green tea, no bother. I'll take that off your hands. I'll get a pastry for you. The pastry's just a cup a piece, if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to search through my bag, and it's this really small, lovely little like navy leather satchel, like side satchel, just full of crap, like scrolls and books and like, everything. And I'm just like digging through. I just pull out a copper piece.
Yeah. So, thank you very much. And she gets the green tea and a pastry for you. The pastry, it's like a fruity kind of, almost like a Danish, but
Same.
like, but like a magical berry from a fantasy
Magical
lands.
Danish.
Magical Danish. Yeah, it's from magical Dane land.
As we're like turning back towards the group with the coffee, I just turned to Cole. I'm just like, wow, I can't believe you just asked her for a job. Like, you're so confident. That's wow. And your demeanor, have you worked in customer service before? You seem so professional. I could never be that confident with people like that. That's really wonderful. And I just like walked towards the guys.
Yeah. So as you guys, Bry, Belt, you've been given a short little cup that like it smells like a cafe. It smells like coffee. You've never tried it before, but would you like to try some?
You're just gonna want to knock that right back. Just like knock it right back.
Before this happened, I was like bouncing around anyway.
Yeah,
just like excited to make some friends.
This is like half.
Just show you then.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
And then I guess like you know, where the cat eyes go like
dilate.
My eyes just go like, and I'm just like, I can see the future.
Perfect. Bri, are you getting anything?
Yeah, he probably goes over to the counter and like leans across it on both of his arms like that, which at his height, even lurched down, probably just kind of floods the counter. It's just like, so
yeah,
what are you serving here? Because normally I'll only drink like a with a blue.
Well, we serve a variety of roasted bean coffee here. We do have the Witherbloom roast here, but we also are quite fond of the Anodon roast, and we also do have a wonderful shipment of the chimney cone honey roast. So it's really up to you whether you'd like to pick. Well, we do rotate it with the seasons, but we do also have our Fire Jolt latte special.
I was bluffing. I don't know anything about coffee. I just buy the most expensive one. So if
I know you were, you fucking liar.
I love this person.
Well, aren't you
That's cute, though.
aren't you a firecracker?
Well, we do have a fire gel latte.
I'll just have the
lying
most
about
expensive cup of coffee, and I'll give you a big tip. Don't spit in.
I wouldn't dream of spitting in any of what my customers' coffee. 10 gold pieces, please, for a fire gel latte.
Well, he does it with another one in the pot on the counter.
Thank you kindly. And she goes out and she actually makes this herself. And another student comes over to the counter, and you can see she actually, like, whatever she's doing, she actually seems to be using magic while creating it, like the brew coffee. And then she like whirls a hand, and like you can see like a plume of orange smoke, and she hands you a piping hot cup of coffee. It's got like it's taller than all the other cups, and it's got like whipped cream on top, and it's got like these red powder on top. Then the smoke coming out of it is orange, and you get the weirdest smell of like it's kind of like saffron-y kind of, and it also kind of just smells, yeah, it smells like really out there. Yeah, and when she hands it, she's like, "You best want to drink that pretty quick. The effect doesn't last for very long." And she passes it to you.
It's got liquor in it.
Liquor?
No, all right.
What is this? A
It's
pub?
just magic. Well, I was hoping.
No,
anyway, thanks.
It's just magic. It's just it'll give you fire resistance for a minute.
Is it like are the cups like a standard size?
It's like a Starbucks venti.
So then I imagine that like the whipped cream on top, like massive hand-sized tongue, just kind of like laps the
totally
cream off of the top of it.
Yeah.
Slay.
Perfect. So you guys are able to find a table pretty quick. Belt, as you are making your way over, kind of you're kind of like doing a 180 like head spin, and then back around, and then back around, and then back around. Like everything is like so exciting right now, and like you kind of like feel like you're gonna throw up, but like you also like have a buzz, and you are turning your head back around to look forward, and there's somebody right in front of you, and you're walking, and they're walking, and poof, you knock into them, and their coffee spills all. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to try and not get scalding hot coffee poured on you.
What's happening? I imagine Bri
I've got
sits down
+3
to
to
the
this.
table and is saying like,
I'm gonna use that one.
"Yeah, I wouldn't let her give me anything less than the fire snapper latte. I told her that's all I ever drink."
Zenith
I got a
having
14.
14. Okay, yeah. You see it, and like you're like, ooh, and you actually like flap up a little bit, and you actually like whack some people next to you like with your wings to get out of the way. You can see
Like,
this.
It happens in slow mo to me, so I'm like, like a hummingbird.
Yeah, no, you get it. And the kid who turned around and bumped into you and almost spilled their coffee. I was like,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this young alpha boy with like blonde hair. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, sorry. I got so carried.
I'm sorry. It's my first time having coffee.
Oh, are you okay?
Yes, I'm good. So good.
Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry. Are you all right? I didn't get any on you, did I?
No, that's it.
Yeah, good job. I saw that. You got great pair of wings you got there. Great.
What's your name?
I'm Cataras. Cataras Damwillar.
Nice to meet you, Cat.
What's
I'm
yours?
Bell.
Bell. Oh, great. Are you're a first year too? Yeah.
Today, first day. Your first day too.
But yeah, everyone starts today.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I'll see you around. And he just like turns around to like go to his friends, and you can join.
Okay, bye.
Bye. He's like very, very like, okay, that was a lot. Yeah. So as you guys are sitting here for your coffee, this this gnome girl, like moseys on up. She's got like wiry red hair, like tied up in like two big pigtails, and she's like carrying like, she looks like she's like a handful like like paper or something. She's like, "You guys are first years, right?"
No.
Roy's busy trying to get his tongue into the venti coffee cup.
He's like, and she's like, "Yeah, you are. I saw you. You're wearing the first year grays, and I saw you at the library. I'm Rosie Miffin-Bip," and she like points to herself.
What is her name?
Rosie Miffin-Bip.
Rosie
Miffin-Bip. Obsessed.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh.
And she like does that like little wink and nudge. It's like, and I am inviting all the first years to the first of our Frashers Week party. And she hands out like pamphlets to everybody, and it says like in blazing letters, Frashers Week. And
as in like thrashing about.
No, Frashers.
Like Freshers with an
A.
Right.
Yeah, like
Frashers.
Yeah. So she's like, yeah, it's a tradition for every week, first week of college at Strixhaven. There's a bunch of parties, and we are throwing one in the Archway Commons tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a great mixer, and the tavern is going to be serving drinks there. It's going to be catered, and it's going to be a really good time. We're going to have some live music set up, and you guys should totally join. That shit with that weird box on the stage, that'll make a great story for the party. I think you guys should all come.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to see what you bookworms think considers a party.
Rosie Miffin-Bip, I will see you there.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And she like
Rosie is the and I'm going to be pointing at the invitation. Is the typo intentional? Yeah.
No, there's no typo. Frashers Week is in honor of the late Strixhaven student Horatio Frasher, who partied so hard that he got expelled after the first week. It's a tradition.
I thought he died.
Sick.
No, he didn't die. Well, I think he's dead now, but he didn't die like after college.
That's like my kind of guy.
Oh,
That'd
so
be
when
great.
you said he was late and then he partied so hard, I was like, wow, icon.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I don't know his life afterwards, but like, you guys should come. All right,
Sure.
bye.
What's the dress code?
And she's
Bye,
just like,
Rosie Miffin-Bip.
oh,
Is it like smart or casual smart, formal or like
All
event
smart.
formal, or like kind of conference formal, or like a premiere formal kind of robe, or kind of what?
the more different kinds of like dress codes. She her frown like gets like harder, stronger and stronger. It's like, oh, just like, just comfortable. I don't care. It's a party. And she like turns around and goes, I'm like, party formal, college party. Get with it. It's cool. And she turns around and goes,
I like her.
I would die for Rosie Miffin-Bip.
I'm going to lean into Bri and be like, that means black tie.
Funny ties.
Oh, shit.
You could use the snake as a tie.
I hate the snake.
I take the snake off of the bald spot and I put it on like there as a tie.
it sticks to your chest, Bri, as the Quandrix plushie floats from your.
Perfect.
Do we have to wear? You said we have to wear fancy clothes. Black tie? That's fancy, right?
No, just Bri.
Oh, that seems. Well, I suppose
Yeah.
she did ask, so that would make sense.
Correct. That is precisely correct.
That's party etiquette, is it?
I suppose we'll have to
we'll just go
dress in a way that indicates our class, right?
Yes, exactly that.
Right. I think I've got some.
You're going to dress like an absolute knobhead, and the rest of us will just go as normal people.
You're not a very kind young man.
No.
Belt is just like clapping his fingers together and be like, oh, friends.
So, all I really have with me is what I'm wearing and some other clothes. So I think I'll just wear what I normally wear.
I've got some loose stuff, probably belt or something. You could.
Oh, maybe. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it's not important, except for you. Clearly, you've got to wear something fancy.
I've only looked in maybe 3 of the kind of 9 trunks that I bought, so I'm not sure exactly what all of it includes. But I think there's maybe like kind of like a C tier kind of wardrobe going on in there, and then you can help yourself to anything if you want, because I'll probably
Generous.
generous.
Shall
It's
we-
just clothes. You've got hundreds of them.
Lovely.
So as you guys sit there, finish your coffee, come down from your caffeine high, you actually hear some of the students hush around you. It's like, oh, guys, the opening! I heard the opening ceremony is starting. Shit! Oh God, we gotta go! And people start to file out to make their way over to the Archway Commons, and apparently where the grand opening ceremony of Strixhaven University first year is going to begin. But we will get into that next week because we are going to end tonight's session here. Congratulations,
Thank
my
you.
my lovely, eager little first years.
Oh my god, we leveled up.
No, you didn't. You leveled down.
Oh,
You're now
level
level
0.
We're all
Let's go,
in, our,
baby.
in our hearts, we've leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have leveled up your friendship.
Wow.
That's somehow worse than level 0, I think.
But yeah.
Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you so much, Raoul.
Yeah,
Thanks, Ralph.
No, it was a pleasure. And thank you to everybody watching.
Yes,
We will be
Thanks,
here.
chat.
Yeah, thanks, chat. Y'all are fabulous. I haven't been reading y'all because I've been running the game, but I'm happy that everybody tuned in who did. And thank you to all my players. You guys are wonderful.
Ralph.
I love all
It was
your
a wonderful
characters. Oh my
session.
god.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it
was amazing.
stunning. Thank you.
Awesome. Perfect. So, we will be announcing our next state session. It's like, we're doing Tuesday after next, right? For the
Wednesday?
minute.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Alternate Wednesdays?
Oh, today's Wednesday. I knew that. I knew
Yes.
today's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday,
Time
my
is an
dudes.
illusion. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Ah!
Yeah. We'll be posting on socials when our next session is, when we firm it up. But thank you so much for joining us, and remember, don't be late for class. Stay in drugs. Don't do
guys.
school.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mm.
Bye.
Rough.